Alright, hello. I have a quick little clip here, but... See, I never trust the titles of these because sometimes they're off, but... I mean, how off can they be? Hugh Laurie's hilarious story of working with a lion on the Graham Norton show. Sometimes they have clickbaity titles, but again... I don't know. We're gonna trust it. It's just 2 minutes. It's probably less. It's impressive to have a hilarious story in about 1.5 minutes, because I'm guessing there's like credits or whatever at the end. But hey, if somebody can do it, Hugh Laurie can, right? Let's watch.
You have experience of vicious animals. Creature.
No, I feel like I've had a lot of professional dealings with animals.
Yes.
I did a film with a lion once. I had to shoot with a lion, wild lion. And, well, I say wild, I mean, he's been in films.
Okay.
Bad boy.
And we had to do... So I arrived to shoot this scene, and the first thing I noticed was the camera crew were in a steel cage. Only big enough to contain the camera. I thought I'd better ask some basic safety questions. I said, what is the sort of safety thing here with this wild lion? And they said, well, the first thing is we make sure, before the lion works, we make sure that he has sex. Just to take the edge off.
I did that.
And I said, well, I'm not particularly worried about I'm not worried about a randy lion. I'm more worried about the eating kind. And they said, that's all right, because we will feed the lion. We won't feed him too much because then he'll go to sleep. And I said, again, that's not really... Because I know what it's like. You open a packet of crisps, you have one, but then you kind of want more, don't you? And the third thing they said, the third sort of safety measure, was that the lion's downhill. And he's very lazy and he probably won't chase you. And again, I was just not really reassured by this. And I said to the chap, but what if it does happen, what are you supposed to do? And he took great delight, the South African handler took great delight in telling me that if a lion charges you, useful advice, you have to reach back, you take a handful of shit and you throw it in the lion's face. And I obviously said, where'd you get the shit from? And he said, don't worry, it'll be there. Very good.
Okay. All right. Sometimes I just have nothing to say after watching a clip. And I'm pretty sure this is one of those times. I think it's funny that they got the lion laid, they got him fed, but... See, I'm not advocating for this, because they should just leave the lion out of show business and let it live wild and free, but whatever. But since it's there for Hugh's safety, it's interesting to me that they didn't give it any kind of sedative at all. Just, I imagine they did, and that story was undertold. I don't know. Like I said, I got nothing to say. But just leave wild animals to the wild. Yeah. So, there you go. Oh, man. That, when he said the thing about, he came in and the camera crew was in a cage. There's this little comic strip drawing going around. It's very cute, the way it's drawn. About a scuba diver, or, well, whatever, let's say a scuba diver, for lack of a better word. Those that go in, like, the shark cages to watch the sharks. So they go down in a cage, and the shark is there, it comes along. And again, it's all drawn very cutely, because I absolutely freaking hate sharks, like one should. But anyway, it's drawn very cutely, and the shark is like, oh my god, that he was stuck in a cage, I'm gonna help him. He starts like biting at the cage and stuff with the intention of helping, and the other guy just freaks out. But I always like that. I wonder what it's like from the other from the animal's perspective. But anyway, there you go. I'm off. I got nothing, folks. I mean, I was here. I watched it. I tried. It was weird. So I'm done.